One of my favourite quotes from any artist is Matisse, who said that he doesn't paint things, he paints the difference between things. And so in the subject of serenity, I don't just paint serenity, I paint the difference between serenity and its opposite. One of the opposites might be excitement, dynamism, brightness, something with a bit of presence. And it's always those differences between things that I'm trying to describe. In this particular body of work, it's trying to hone in on what makes a landscape serene. My name's Scott Naismith, I'm a landscape painter based here in my studio near Kirkintilloch. I'm showing now for the 10th time at Fotheringham Gallery, really excited to be doing so in an exhibition called Serenity. My paintings, I like to refer to them as atmospheric abstraction, to take a feel for a place and then through my own visual language apply an abstraction and have the viewer really feel like they're in situ, to feel like they're enveloped in the atmosphere of that particular part of Scotland. Most of the paintings are West Coast highlands and islands, very much depicting that rugged coastline. Much of the work is based on contrast between rough and smooth, bright and dull, light and dark. But all of the paintings have repeating themes across them. The themes of optimism, the themes of hope, light, and the changing weather conditions of the west coast of Scotland. There's a few paintings of the exhibition that are particular places and exactly of the land that you might recognise. One of those being the Coolins in Skye. One particular place that I just love driving the road of is between Portree and Broadford. With the changing weather conditions on Skye, you can experience this drive in many different ways. And the title of this one's Coolins Recursion. And recursion might refer to, and has referred to in the past, the repeating ideas I have of spirituality and material. However, you could also see it as the recurring visit to that particular location. So if you're particularly familiar with a place, there's an optimism about it, you look at it with a certain sense of nostalgia. And that's what this painting is about. It's about describing the misty conditions of Skye at the same time as the brighter, warmer colours of a more sunny experience. A lot of the depictions of the landscapes that I produce are inspired by the flight of a drone. So I want you to start guessing whether you're 100 metres in the air or standing on the shore. And Serene Magenta, this small one next to me, this 40 by 40, is very much the idea where you wouldn't know what height it's depicted from. And that's because some of the lines and the shapes that you produce can quite easily describe an estuary from high in the sky or rocks from down below. The eye told what not to see sees more. So Serene Magenta, that's definitely about that. It is describing a serene scene of the Hebridean Isles, but at the same time your own experience would come into the interpretation of that landscape. Every time I put a new body of work together, I really analyse what I have been working on to then progress it to the next stage. And one of the concepts is a subconscious that I paint my paintings in. You get out your own way, you try and paint it without consciousness getting in the way. And I'm able to produce something that surprises me at the end. I want to be shocked at what I do and I want to be unpredictable. So a lot of people ask me when a painting's finished, and the best answer that I can give to them is when order balances chaos. So the exhibition, Serenity, it opens on the 1st of March 2025, and it'll be great to see you there, and I'll be there between 11 and 1 And in every one of these shows, I always find it fantastic to speak to everyone that can make it down to the show. We're just a couple of minutes away from the main artery motorway in central Scotland. But if you can't make it in person, a lot of the paintings do get shipped all around the world. All that is available, and you can actually see all the exhibition in a 3D rendering on fotheringham gallery.co.uk.